Social and political commentary from a Christian male perspective.
Grace and peace, everyone. We are back. You did not see a thumbnail. You probably didn't even see a title because I just decided, look, I'm just going to go ahead and do this video. I spent the lion's share of this afternoon looking for that clip where I said that Umar Johnson, the next move or the next grift would be something would happen to that building, those buildings that he has that he calls FDMG Academy. And I said something's going to happen to those buildings, whether it be they get flooded or a fire, or I didn't say vandalism, but that was what it was, vandalism. And I knew that with all of this, you know, hit the Cash App, PayPal, all that kind of stuff that he was doing, eventually he would have to, the grift would have to move, the goalposts would have to get moved because people are like, well, wait, where's the school? Because everybody's saying it, not just me, not just the countless other YouTubers, but tons of people saying, where's the school at? Where is the school? And I had a feeling. I had a feeling he was going to come back and something was going to happen to that building. The physical building, again, ceiling collapse, a fire, vandalism. I knew something was going to happen. I was trying to find that clip. I could not find the clip. So I just gave up and said I would come on. And we're just going to look at real quick what happened with FDMG and where we think is going to go next. And I would love to hear what you think about it. So please jump into the best live chat on the internet. I appreciate y'all. And let's find out. Let's talk about it. So real quick, let's get this in and let's see what Umar's talking about. I think this is going to be good. Let's go like this. Keep them in the middle. Let's go.
Brothers and sisters, as we start a new year, vandalism has began again at the Frederick Douglass High School. As we start a new year, vandalism has begun at the Frederick Douglass High School. We haven't had anybody vandalizing the school for several years now. We do have cameras. I'm going to go through the cameras and find out who it is, and I will make a police report. I will be sending images to the police. We haven't had any vandalism in years, and now the vandalism is back. But it will not go unchecked. It will not go unchecked, brothers and sisters.
I don't think it's odd that he spun that camera around so quick to not see all of that garbage and litter that's on the property. But I digress. Let's go. Look at that, man. That's terrible. I ain't gonna even lie. Wow. All right. And I admit, I have not done a lot of research. I haven't gone check out other content creators that are talking about this, but that doesn't look like new vandalism. There's a lot of dust in there. That doesn't look like new vandalism, if you will. That looks like it has been there for a while. But let me see what it says here. Destroyed my private book collection of 5,000 titles, including rare or out of print books. This was personal. Hopefully the cameras will show us who did it. Poured paint all over my books and cultural artifacts. Hold on, I can't see it. The way the screen is made. Broke glass and destroyed everything. Is running out of the bottom. I can't see at the bottom. Sorry about that. I don't know about this, Umar. This just looks like it's because this is not the gymnasium that they painted. This is the gymnasium and the other building. I'm gonna have to go check out another brother. I know that they've been doing. Others have been talking about this. Yeah, this building was not anywhere near close to being open anytime this decade. Let's stop playing. I mean, I hate it because I want Umar to stop the grift. I don't want his property and stuff like that to be destroyed. That's not the want. The want is to stop the grift and stop lying, because we know you're not actually opening up a school. And I'm going to show you in a moment when we get done. I have a clip to show you exactly why I don't believe he has any intention ever of opening up the school. And I feel like this is, dare I say, the straw that breaks the camel's back, if you will. So let's bring this back in. Let's go.
We had a YouTubian struggle streamer, undercover booty bandit, who called the electric company posing like me. Y'all know who he is. The undercover booty bandit, Dr. Umar hater #1. They spilled paint over everything. They stole some things, but they did way more vandalism than theft. They destroyed everything in there, brothers and sisters.
They got it here. They can come through that door.
So y'all been seeing the people who've been breaking into the school?
Yes.
Wait a minute. Yo! Excuse me. Get out that school. Yo! Come out. This is a school, young people. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing, family? What are we doing? Let me find out. It's the little people. Sister, I need you to turn that camera off. Nothing's funny. Turn it off. And I need y'all to move on. You can't hang on this block. This is... Excuse me? I need y'all to go or I'm going to call the police.
Dang.
Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. This is your big brother, Dr. Umar Ifatunde Oguntade, coming to you live and direct from the most honorable Frederick Douglass and the most honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey Academy. I got some bad news for my FDMG donors. I got some bad news for my FDMG donors, but we still going to end it on a positive note, brothers and sisters. First of all, I want to say to my neighbors here in Wilmington, Delaware, I'm very disappointed. To my neighbors here in Wilmington, Delaware, I'm very disappointed.
Okay, I did a video about why he speaks in threes. I'm gonna have to drop the link. It's a short, and it explains why he speaks in threes, because it's uber annoying, especially if you have to listen to a lot of this in order to give you all content. It's so annoying. It is so annoying, and it's mentally deranged, his reason and rationale for it. But I digress. The fact that he's allegedly starting a school in an area that the school does not already exist, and he's never there at the school, should tell you all you need to know about whether or not he's really serious about starting a school. Everybody in the community, everybody in the Wilmington, Delaware area should be aware that this school is coming, because they're doing this, they're doing that, the after school programs, the tutoring programs, mentor programs, summer camps, VBS, fill in the blank. It should be happening all the time, but it's not, because it's not. I mean, we all can see it. If you're fooled and believe that FDMG is ever going to come, just please in the chat say, put a sheep emoji. If you don't believe it, go and say no. All right, let's go.
And the reason I'm disappointed
Why?
is not because of the vandalism. It's not because of the graffiti. It's because I was gone for about a month and nobody called me, nobody texted me, nobody inboxed me, and nobody emailed me the fact that our high school had been broken into. Nobody said a word. I had to learn of this on my own. On my own. I got back last night, stayed in Delaware so I could come and check the post office and come check on the school. And what do I find? That they broke into the high school. What do I find? That they vandalized my private book collection of more than 5,000 books that I've been collecting most of my life.
You know what could have fixed this? You know what could have kept this from happening? Having a team, having a vice principal, having a grade level chair, having teachers that are already working for and doing things for, having a lunch lady, for crying out loud. Any of that would have helped this, but he doesn't have those things. I've said this ad nauseum. He is the school. Umar Johnson is the school. He's the principal. He's a lunch lady. He's a custodian. He's a PE teacher. He's a lawn care person. He's everything for the school. There's no way he has this other stuff lined up. Otherwise, those people would have been, he could have had those people working with him. Like, do some circuits around the building. Make sure you're gone for a month and nobody else. You're saying that you're mad that other people didn't text you and call you. You know why? Because they didn't know you were gone, because you're the only person at the school. I'm sorry. Shout out to the new members. Yo, shout out to Laura, new member. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And check out Maudell. She's been a member for 3 months. Good evening to you. Grace and peace to y'all. Thank y'all so much for supporting this great work that we're doing over here. Let's keep this going. Let's go. That is sad. I ain't gonna lie. But that doesn't look like a month. That looks like there's a lot of dust. There's a lot of dirt. I'm sorry. That looks like that's been there for a while, man. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. That looks really bad. But again, I hate it for him, because the brother clearly
Out of print books, rare books, supplies for our children, clothing for our children, things we can use for the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy. And nobody from Wilmington called me and said, Doc, I think the high school has been compromised. Now, let me answer a question right now, brothers and sisters. Let me answer a question. Some people are saying we thought you had security. We do on the Marcus Garvey Elementary School. We do on the Nat Turner John Jacques Dessalines Gymnasium. We do on our corner storage building. We have security on that side of the building. We have surveillance. We have up-to-date security system. If they do anything over there, the police will be on their ass within seconds. If they do anything over there, the police will be on their ass in seconds. If they do anything...
Okay, because you sound retarded speaking in threes. That's what many people have said, that the building that he's pointing at, the one that you see FDMG over, that's the main building that he's been highlighting. They've been painting, doing all that kind of stuff like that. The new door, all that kind of stuff has been over there. A lot of people have been saying that the building across the street, the one that we're referring to right now, has been the building that's been in the most ill repair. Lots of people have flown drones around it. They've talked about that building. That building is in the most dilapidated condition. So that's why I'm saying I'm not 100% certain this is something new. I'm not saying that he's lying. I'm not saying anything like that. But the FDMG building that he's pointing to seems to be the one that he's been most focused on. And the one across the street has been the one that is in the most dilapidated, needs the most repair. And that's why he hasn't been over there. So I'm just wondering if this had already been going on for some time. Just an idea, just a thought. Let's keep it going.
Over there, the police will be on their ass in seconds, but we don't have that on the high school because we do not have electricity in the high school. We do not have electricity in the high school. We do not have electricity in the high school, brothers and sisters. This happened in the Frederick Douglass High School. Now, originally, we were going to save our money and wait to renovate the high school after we had our certificate of occupancy for the elementary school. That was the plan.
I got a better question. I got a better plan. This is going to be fun. I'm sorry. Who is the we that you're talking about? Who is the we? I would love to know who the we is, Umar Johnson. Who is the we? Because the we should have been, it should be there. We've never seen you with anybody else but yourself. And clearly there's nobody there that's even bought into your vision, because you said you've been gone for 30 days from that buildings, and nobody reached out to you because nobody knew you were gone, because you're the only person there. Who is the we? I don't know. Maybe it's the voices in his head. Yo, this guy, bless his heart, man. I feel bad because, hey, I don't want to see people's property destroyed and so on and so forth. That is unfortunate. However, I think the bigger issue is that Umar, this grift is running its course. And like I said, I'm going to show you at the end why I'm pretty confident his next move, he's gonna abandon this. I really believe he's gonna quit this grift and just move on, because all the money that's been coming in is definitely not enough to keep the lights on and what's going on over there. I don't believe that that's even possible. He's been flexing that money, using it for himself, so on and so forth, in my opinion. I think we're gonna, and we'll look at it, but let's go.
But after about 4 years of no vandalism, brothers and sisters, after 4 years of no vandalism, brothers and sisters,
I bet you he said again.
after 4 years of no vandalism, they back at it again. They back at it again. They back at it again, brothers and sisters. So we're going to have to get started on the high school immediately. Black electricians who can do a commercial job, licensed in Delaware and Wilmington, I need you to come to the forefront. Black electricians who are not licensed in Delaware and Wilmington, I need you to find somebody in Wilmington who can pull the permit.
This is hilarious because Umar Johnson has made a lot of hay about black vendors cheating him. Remember that? He was on the Breakfast Club, and he's been on a ton of podcasts as of late. And you're going to have to start wondering about this, because podcasting is not cheap. They're not doing this for free. I mean, he's not doing this for free. Going places, like literally going to LA, New York, Boston, California, Texas, here in Atlanta. He's been all over the place, all over the place. And he's going to be all over the place till the end of the year. I didn't mean to spill that bean, but he's going to be all over the place. When I say all over the place, I mean all over the place. Tell me he's trying to start a school. Tell me how he's trying to start a school. But back to the point. He was saying, and he's made a lot of hay about black vendors have cheated them. He ended up having to go to the white man to get stuff done. Why you, if you said that, Umar, why are you even going to black vendors and calling for black vendors? Didn't a vendor, didn't an electrician take care of the building behind you? Why don't you just call them? You don't need, you have a vendor. You already have somebody with a good reputation, allegedly, because they took care of the power in the other building. Why do you need to call another one? You just call the one that just took care of the one across the way. Okay. Okay. I'm just saying it's not adding up. It's not adding up, Lucy.
I need my black electricians who claim they care to find somebody in Wilmington who can pull the permit so you can repair the electric. The good news is the high school electric system was not as vandalized as the elementary school's electric system. The good news is that the Frederick Douglass High School electrical system was not as vandalized as the elementary school. So it's a larger school, but the system is much more intact. It's a larger school, but the system is much more intact. Let me say this. Don't ask me another question about the school. Let me say this again. Don't ask me shit about the school again. I'm not answering no questions. Because we've been going through this for 6 years, and y'all keep asking the same dumbass questions that you already been giving answers to. Y'all know y'all been sabotaging. Y'all know y'all been vandalizing. Y'all know y'all been throwing trash and litter all on this campus. Y'all know y'all been sabotaging and undermining, talking about why the school not ready yet, with a steady barrage of sabotage.
Sir, the buildings are abandoned. I'm sorry, I'm not justifying, littering and vandalizing property, but sir, what do you expect people to do around dilapidated buildings and they don't respect people's property? Do you really expect them to do something different? This is ignorance on a whole nother level. And you're just loud. You stand outside loud and you're wrong. Because I'm gonna say it again, and I've said this multiple videos about Umar. Do y'all notice he's standing outside? Allegedly, the lights work in the other building, in the building, the FDMG building behind him. Why is he outside yet again? I'll wait.
Talking about why the school not up yet when you know why, because your ass keeps sabotaging. We had a YouTubian struggle streamer. Undercover booty bandit, who called the electric company posing like me. Y'all know who he is. The undercover booty bandit. Dr. Umar hater #1. The undercover booty bandit. He called the electric company and the gas company posing as myself.
Oh, is this what? Really?
Posing as myself. And so we had to get a private security clearance added to our account because we got YouTubian struggle streamers like that booty bandit. We got YouTubian struggle streamers sabotaging our accounts, brothers and sisters. This is what they do. And y'all celebrate and cheer them on. And then you say, why the school not open yet? And then you say, why the school not open yet? Now, with that being said, we're going to try to get the electric cut on as soon as possible. I got to go through this again. We got to go through this again. So,
can y'all drop a 1 in the chat if you really believe that somebody called and got their electricity cut off and their gas cut off? Can you just put a 1 in the chat if you believe it, and then put any other number if you don't believe it? That literally somebody called and got your power and your gas cut off. That just doesn't make sense. I'm sorry. And you notice, like, Umar's life is a series of unfortunate events. There's a book, and I think it was made a movie called A Series of Unfortunate Events. And it's about these 2 kids that were like orphans, and they were super unfortunate, unlucky kids, right? And it just seemed like that's your life, Umar. Every time it comes to this building, something else is happening to you. I mean, at some point, Umar, you're going to have to take responsibility that, sir, this is you. This is you. This is nothing to do with anybody calling in. Bro, you just got your lights cut off. You pay your light bill. Tell the truth, shame the devil, man. Go ahead, do it, man. Look. We've all done it. We've all misbudgeted, didn't calculate properly. Money got funny and had something cut off. Umar, it's good. Umar, it's called being an adult. We've all had it happen. Whether you're 20 in your first apartment or we've all had it happen, my guy. Water, light, gas, we've all done it. Phone cut off, TV cut off, cable rather. Dude, just admit it and just go on with it, man. You didn't have the money, you didn't pay the bill. That's it. You ain't got to lie on all these other people, man, because nobody else is taking responsibility for this. Ain't nobody call in and get it cut off, sir. No, you just didn't pay your bill. It's okay, man. Admit it and move on. That's it. Lie.
I'm going to bring some companies in and walk through the high school and see what kind of bill they're going to give us. Because once we get the electric on, we can do the security surveillance. Once we get the electric on in the Frederick Douglass High School, we can get the security clearance on again. Okay? So I'm going to look at the cameras. It's going to...
You do know that he said there was already security in the building, right? Okay, I'm sorry. You know he did say that earlier, that he's about to say he's going to look at the cameras. Well, are you going to look at the cameras in the building that didn't have power? There wouldn't be any cameras, would there? The lies, insert that one. The lies. Like, you're just saying stuff. Umar, let it go. Umar, bro, come on up here to the front of the church, Umar. Come on up here, man. We come on up here to the front of the church. Because I guarantee you, if the cameras could have caught something, they would have. Out 100%. We would not be having this conversation if the cameras were available and he could have caught something. He wouldn't be over here telling us that he's about to check on it. That would have been the first thing he ran to. He'd have been like, run these tapes back. Let's go. We got to find these people. Then he would have came on here and said, here is the people, or here's the person that did X, Y, Z. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, this is a mess, man.
Take me a while because the cameras are continuous record. The cameras are continuous record. So I have to look at all the footage because I don't know what day this happened. It could have happened yesterday. It could have happened 30 days ago. I don't know if this happened when I was in UCLA. Shout out to my UCLA students. I don't know if this happened when I was at Manchester University in the UK. Shout out to my Manchester University UK students. I don't know if this happened when I was debating Elon Musk's father at Oxford University. Shout out to my Oxford University and Oxford Union African students. I don't know if this happened when I was in Ypsilanti, Michigan. Shout out to the Ypsilanti family. I don't know if this happened when I was in New Orleans. Shout out to the New Orleans family. I don't know if this happened when I was at Chicago. Shout out to Chicago in the Jacob Carruthers Center for Inner City Studies, Northeastern Illinois Africans. I don't know if this happened.
I don't think he realizes he's telling you right now in 4K that he has zero intention of running a school. Umar Johnson likes traveling. He likes debating. He likes lecturing and going places and hobnobbing. I mean, that's fine. It is what it is. But the school, sir, just admit it. You're not worrying about the school. Nobody who's trying to run a school is doing the things that you're talking about because the school is primary. I mean, it's stationary. You can't go anywhere. There's nothing up and running about the school except you staying outside talking about the school. That's it. And that little ugly sign on the building. That's it. Nothing else. The dude is not going to start a school.
When I was at Cleveland, shout out to my Cleveland, Ohio. I ain't been on campus in a month, brothers and sisters. I haven't been on campus in a month, brothers and sisters. So I don't know when this happened. And nobody even bothered to call me to tell me it happened.
Did you call him Barn? You should have called.
Peace, King. Good to see you, brother. All right now. Nobody even bothered to call me. Now, I did get a call from a sister from Wilmington. Shout out to all my Wilmington supporters. I love you, Wilmington, Delaware. Shout out to all my Wilmington supporters. I love you, Wilmington, Delaware. Shout out to all my Wilmington supporters. I love you, Wilmington, Delaware. But I got a call from a sister from Wilmington, Delaware about a week ago. I don't know if this has anything to do with the vandalism. Destroyed my 5,000 book collection that I have amassed my entire professional career. That hurt me in the heart. That hurt me in the heart. They spilled paint over everything. They stole some things, but they did way more vandalism than theft. They destroyed everything in there, brothers and sisters. Now we got to clean up the gym for the third time. This is the third time we've had to go through this. I used to hire security to sit outside the school, but most of the time they didn't even do their damn job. They would be home sleeping, telling me they at the school, and then I would do random pop-ups and they wouldn't even be out here. This is why. Yes, sir. Yes, we own the school, young brother. What's your name, Prince? What grade you in? You don't know your grade?
I'm in second. I bet they go to the third.
You're about to go to the third. What grade you in, Prince?
Fifth.
You in the 5th grade?
That's my brother.
Okay, y'all brothers, y'all look alike. So you're about to go to the 3rd, you said?
Yes.
So when we open up this school, it's going to be 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, right? So 4th grade, you might be here, right? 4th grade, you might be here. You're going to the...
6th.
Oh, you're going to the 6th grade. We might not catch you until we in this building, the high school. And to my young princesses, we will be opening up the Anna Douglas Amy Garvey Academy for young princesses as well. So it's going to be boys first, and then it's going to be girls. So all y'all might one day be students at the school.
Or maybe they're going to stay where they are because that school's never going to open. So he's hypothesizing that this school is still going to open next year. You heard him. So the boy that's going from second grade into third, he said fourth grade. So that would be next year, next school year. So one whole school year from now. Okay, okay, whatever. And, and I think this is probably my first time hearing the name of the girls' school, because remember his school is supposed to be for boys only. Okay, all right.
Say that again. Some people just went in with. When?
Just like a minute.
You saw somebody walk in this building. What door?
They gonna call her.
No. Nobody walked in this door. I've been here the whole time.
No, they walked in that door. They gonna walk out of here. They can come through that door.
So y'all been seeing the people who've been breaking into the school?
Yes.
Wait a minute.
They were there.
Excuse me. Get out that school. Yo, come out. This private property. I need y'all off.
I didn't go in there.
Okay, my brother. I believe you, young prince. I need you out. I need you out of here. This is a school. This is a school, young people. This is a school, young people. What are we doing?
Gosh.
What are we doing? What are we doing, family? What are we doing? Let me find out. It's the little people. Let me ask you a question. All right? Y'all go ahead and enjoy the rest of your day. It's okay, King. You're all right. You're all right, my brother. Don't worry about it. We're about to get the locks changed right now. I'm waiting for my locksmith to show up. We're going to change the locks. Somebody broke in. We're going to change the locks. Sister, I need you to turn that camera off. Nothing's funny. Turn it off. And I need y'all to move on. You can't hang on this block. This is... Excuse me? I need y'all to go or I'm going to call the police.
Dang.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna do a street smart pull thing.
Yeah.
Get special things.
And I don't think it was the kids who broke in. They're not brilliant enough to do that because somebody had to rip the wood off, Jimmy the door. I think it was
But
the
like I
drug
said,
addicts.
I mean, we have issues on the street.
Yes, sir.
More towards the 900
Understood.
block.
Understood.
So this is like the first time in like a minute that I've ever
Okay.
pulled out here.
Yeah, we ain't had no issues. We haven't had any issues since 2021, I want to say. And then all of a sudden I leave for 30 days and I'm back and the children have found out it was open because they've been running around in there. So I don't know when it had to happen within the last 30 days.
Gotcha.
You know,
What's
because
your phone number, sir?
302. While I was on the live, the children had snuck into the school, which means they knew the door was unlocked. Listen to me, brothers and sisters. For children to know that a door is opened, and I was only away from the school for 30 days. For children to know that the door was open, and I was only away from the school for 30 days. For children to...
Is it not odd to you to hear this man say that he's starting a school? I'm starting a new venture. I'm starting a new project, a new enterprise, and I was away from venture, project, enterprise for a whole calendar month. Does that not interest you at all? Does that not cause you to be like, wait, are you serious about starting this enterprise? Mind you, the enterprise is not up and running. It's not self-sufficient. It's not already percolating, anything of that nature. It's still lip service, for lack of a better term, because the school shows no sign of repair. And we see this because hence why people are vandalizing it. I mean, if it were taken care of, people would be less prone to do that because they know the school is, operating, is of value to the community, so on and so forth. But to hear this man talk so loosely, in a minute, I'm going to show you just how many places he's going to be the rest of the year. And then you tell me if this sounds like he's going to start the school. All right, let's go.
To know the door was open and I was only away from the school for 30 days. I wonder when they broke in. I wonder when they broke in, because if the children already know the door was open, we're not blaming the children. We're not blaming the children. We're saying that it had to be general knowledge that the school was broken into, because how would the children know to go in there? How would the children know to go in there? The door was closed. The doors are closed. How did the children know? Young blood, quick question, young fellas, quick question. How long, okay, so I'm Dr. Umar, right? Say Dr. Umar. That's me, okay? I was gone for 30 days, right? 30, my question to y'all, how long had that door been open for y'all to go in and play? Would you say a week, a couple days, a couple weeks? Because I was only going...
For like 2-3 months?
Nah, not 2-3 months, sweetie, because I was here a month ago and I checked the doors all the time. It wasn't, they weren't open a month.
They called them out. I told you that didn't look like new vandalism. I told you that looked like it had been there for a while. They said it's been open for 2 months. So that means Umar probably don't come over here because he's probably over in the other building, the one with the gray doors. He probably is over there most of the time. That one's got the windows unboarded. He's probably put more time and effort in there. He probably don't come over to that side of the building. And he don't want to. He probably did not expect these young bloods to call him out like that.
2 or 3. Okay, so they might have broke in. Okay, that makes sense. 2-3 weeks. Because I was going for 4. Say that again.
It was other kids too. They were there. We saw big kids do this to the door and then boom.
Yeah, but they didn't break it open though. They wasn't the ones who broke it open because whoever broke it open, they had to use equipment. Okay, I appreciate you.
He's trying to make himself. He's
Y'all
trying to
take care now.
face.
All right.
They looking for the kids?
No. We ain't looking for the kids. We looking for the grown people who broke in. She said 3 weeks ago. She said 3 weeks ago. She said, Princess said 3 weeks ago. So they broke in while I was on my way to England. They might have broke in when I was at UCLA. They might have broke in when I was at UCLA. Somebody said the police broke in. I'm not putting it past nobody, but I'm going to look at the cameras. It is on camera. I just have to take time and find it. It is on camera. We have cameras around both buildings. Peace, Baba. It is on camera. It is on camera. But I have to take time and go through 30 days of footage.
Y'all, did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear the Umar Johnson is suffering from the fact that he talks too much. Earlier on, he said they need to fix the electric in this building. Somebody called and cut the power off. Remember that? But now he's saying that they have cameras on that building. So that means there's electricity in that building, unless it's solar powered. So if that be the case, then why do you need somebody, electrician, to come in and do all this whoop-de-doo? You have cameras that work, therefore you have electricity in the building. He just, again, I know people that cape for Umar. They are strong in the paint about wanting to support Umar. That's okay. If you want to support him, that's fine. But don't sit there and just be ignorant. The man is literally lying in 4K. I think, yeah, that's about 4K, give or take. He's literally lying to you in 4K, and y'all just believe it. That's your decision. That's your decision. Like, this doesn't make sense. If the building has lights or had power, please forgive me, then it has cameras, then that means you don't need an electrician, because in a moment he's gonna put out a really hefty ask from his quote unquote supporters to get the electric fixed in the building. But I thought you just had cameras. How are they running? Oh wait, never mind. I mean, if you want to support Umar, do your thing. Go ahead and just do your thing. But don't be surprised when we make fun of it and mock it, because it's silliness. Umar is a scammer. That's it in the story. You can go ahead and hit the PayPal and do all that Zelle and all that. Do that. Hit the Cash App. You do that. But just know that you're putting your money into this man jet setting around the world. Nothing is going to happen with this building. Those kids are going to be in college by the time he going to still be talking about this. Hey, kids, get off my lawn. He's going to be old and gray, still saying the exact same thing, yelling at his iPhone 92 in the street because there ain't going to be no power. They're going to have getting broke in again. Some squatters are going to move in there. They're going to have squatters' rights. They're going to have a whole squatter commune up in that joint, and he's going to need y'all to help him get them out. I'm sorry. Get off my lawn.
I have to go through 30 days of footage.
Why are you doing it by yourself?
They destroyed my private book collection. I'm waiting on a locksmith. We getting new locks today. The police said they're going to try on the doors. The police said they're going to pay close attention to the Frederick Douglass High School until we get the electric on. Police said they're going to pay special attention to the Frederick Douglass High School. Somebody said Elon Musk broke into the building because I beat his father in the debate. Somebody said Elon Musk broke into the high school because I beat his father in the debate. Somebody said Elon Musk broke into the high school. The saddest thing for me, though, is...
The saddest thing is that you say stupid stuff 3 times over. That is a dumb statement. Sure, if somebody wrote it and you just say, okay, somebody said that, and you just read, but you say it 3 times. And that's the part that makes you sound even more ignorant. And I think that's what people really don't like you about, Umar, because you just sound dumb. You sound stupid. Okay.
Nobody from the city bothered to call me and tell me. That's the
Why
saddest
should
thing
they?
for me. How is
would
the
they
cameras
know?
without the electric? Let me worry about that. Let me worry about that. You don't need to know everything. They said, how you got cameras in the high school without the electric? Let me worry about that.
But in a moment, you're about to ask them for money. I think that's a valid question, Umar. How you got cameras and you don't have electric? And let you worry about it. Okay, fine. Then you worry about paying for it, my guy.
Y'all worry about too much. That's none of your business. Harlem, New York, tomorrow. There's a rally for Ibrahim Traoré, Burkina Faso, in the Sahel Alliance, including Niger and Mali. General Goita and Chiani, Dr. Umar will speak at 6 o'clock tomorrow at the State Office building. I need my Harlem Queens to come give me a hug. I'm a little sad that we got vandalism again at the school. I'm a little sad we got break-ins again at the school. I'm a little sad they destroyed my 5,000 collection private book. I'm a little sad right now, brothers and sisters. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little sad right now. I thought vandalism was over. I thought the break-ins was over. They destroyed my private book collection. I'm a little sad right now. So I need some hugs from my Harlem Queens tomorrow. I need some hugs out of my Brooklyn Queens.
I cannot take this dude's dry begging for his lonely fans. I cannot take this dude dry begging. Dude, if you want a date, just ask for a date, my guy. Go on and go and swipe left or swipe right. Stop dry begging. I'm feeling a little sad today. I'm a whole grown man. I'm feeling kind of sad. I had my precious 5,000 book collection in an abandoned building with no electricity, no air conditioning, and a leaky roof, but I'm feeling bad today. Yo, the dry begging is notorious. This is some vile stuff, my guy.
Tomorrow. I need some hugs out of my queens from Queens tomorrow.
I don't need
What
no
do I
hug.
want for Father's Day? Make a donation to the
Jesus.
Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy so we can get the electric on, brothers and sisters. Will y'all help me get the electric on in the Frederick Douglass High School? Will y'all help me get the electric on in the Frederick Douglass High School? Will y'all help me get the electric on in the Frederick Douglass High School?
You just said the electric was on during the before the break-in, but somebody allegedly called and got it turned off. All you gotta do is call and say, hey, turn my electric back on, right? Y'all, I feel bad for him because I think either A, he believes this, or B, his base believes it, or C, it's even worse, both of them believe this foolishness. My gosh.
Hit your PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. Hit your PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. Hit your PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. Check a money order. No Cash App. We don't have a Cash App. No Cash App. No Cash App. We only have PayPal. We only have PayPal. Check a money order, you can mail it. Check a money order, you can mail it. Check a money order, you can mail it to P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware. Check a money order, you can mail it to P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware. Check a money order, you can mail it to P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware. 19809, brothers and sisters. This is my Father's Day gift. Vandalism, break-in, and private book collection completely destroyed. That's my Father's Day gift. My Father's Day gift is vandalism, break-in, and my private book collection and school supplies completely destroyed. Completely destroyed. Completely destroyed.
Okay, it's completely destroyed.
I don't take grants unless they from black people. This is a self-determination project, my brothers. This is a self-determination project. I don't take grants. If it ain't black, I don't want it. We have security cameras. I already told you that. Security cameras don't stop a break-in, my brother. We don't have security surveillance on the high school. We have security surveillance on the elementary school. We have security surveillance on the elementary school.
Then what are you looking for on the cameras then? You keep saying, he keeps saying, he said he had cameras on this building. Now he's saying he doesn't. I don't even think he knows what he's saying.
No more questions about the school. I'm sick and tired of questions about the school. You don't donate anyway, okay? Y'all keep sabotaging and vandalizing the school. Then y'all want to ask about what's up with the school. What's up with the school is you need to leave it the hell alone so we can finish the school. It's going to be an elementary school, princess. Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Elementary School. Have you ever heard of Frederick Douglass? You haven't heard of Frederick Douglass? He helped our people fight and get free from slavery to freedom. Yeah. And Marcus Garvey, he gave us the largest black organization in modern history. And this school is going to be named after Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey as soon as we can stop people from vandalizing the school that we're trying to fix up. Well, that school is done over there, little brother. The elementary school is ready. That school is ready. We just got to do some tile. But over here, we got to get started. Yes, that's the elementary school. That's the Marcus Garvey building. This is the high school. This is the Frederick Douglass building. This is the one we still got to fix up. That school is ready. You're going to go in that one at first, and then when you get to high school, you come to this one. Well, it's the school, so nothing's in there yet, right? Because we haven't furnished the buildings yet.
Who's we? Who is the we?
A regular school. Good, good. I want you to do well this year. Peace, peace, peace. All right, all right. Yeah.
This is weird.
Get out of here. Moyer Academy. Yes, sir.
I have no idea what's going on at this moment.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See somebody trying to do something with it, especially I know what you into it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That school is done. We just got to do the floors.
Okay.
You know, so I'm waiting on that, trying to get the best price. You know how the contractors be. You know, this school we got to get started on. So they just broke in here, bro, and vandalized my whole private book collection, 5,000 books, man. Poured paint all over it and everything. So I'm waiting on my locksmith because he got to give us some new locks. You know what I mean? It just hurts my heart, though. You trying to build a school for the children. And, you know, we've been going through this for 6 years, bro. They spray painted on the back. Why would you spray paint on the school we trying to fix up for the kids? You know what I mean?
Because so they don't know it's a school.
My heart a little bit,
this is
man,
an empty building.
You try so hard and your own people tear you down, but we going to stay focused. You know what I mean?
You don't understand the bigger picture, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I have no idea what's going on.
For sure.
I definitely respect and appreciate to see it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We getting there. We getting there. You know, when we apply for the certificate over there, if all goes well, you know, we're going to do a grand opening. It might be before the year out. Okay. And then once we done over there, we're going to start over here.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So we're going to do 2nd, 3rd, and 4th grade the first year. And then the second year, we're going to go up and down the grade. So the second year will be 3rd, first through fifth. Third year would be K through 6. Fourth year would be pre-K through 7. Fifth year would be daycare through 8. That give us 5 years to get the high school ready so they could just come across the street. So,
okay, I got to point this out again. And I've said this before on many of my streams about Umar, because I kind of think he's funny to watch. He's definitely tragic and, dare I say, a cautionary tale. Because again, I think he has ideas and they might be well-meaning even, but they're just not well thought out and definitely not well baked. You did hear him just say that we might have a grand opening before the end of the year. That means the end of 2025. So he's not planning on starting the school, even if they were able to run, until the August of 2026 at best. Just listen to what he just said. Why would you open up a school in January of 2026? Are you expecting people to roll in from other, from schools that are already established when you don't already have something established already? Okay, all right. Maybe that works. Maybe that works. But I do know what else works. Willie Doc, thank you so much for the $3 super. Thank you so very much. And thank you so much, Ma Dell, for being a very kind stream sponsor. I appreciate you for the $10 super chat. Thank you very much. I'm sorry, Cash App. Please forgive me. Thank you so much for that. All right, let's bring him back in here. The floor shot is crazy work. I have no idea why he did this. None whatsoever.
that's the plan. You know what I mean? If motherfuckers leave us alone and let us do what we got to do.
Whoa.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Now, when we first got to school, so we had them for 6 years. We got to school in 2019. When we first got to school, it was crazy because we ain't have no electric in either building. You feel me? So they was breaking in, robbing. Somebody took a shit inside the school. I'm like, bro, you could take a shit in the alley. Why would you shit in my school, bro?
Y'all.
You know what I mean? So we went through hell, man. So we finally finished over there, but now we got to take care of
Who
this.
is we?
So that's where we at, brother. Take my number so you have it in case you ever need to reach out to me, man.
It's one of them areas too, man.
I know.
You know how it is.
I had security people I was paying to sit out here. They scam me too, bro. They would take a picture of them sitting in their car, go home, tell me they out here. I'll pull up. Nobody out here. Getting paid for doing nothing, man.
It's crazy because, like you say, getting paid for doing it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. In there, though, Dr. Umar, UMAR.
My name Dion, by the
Brother
way.
D. All right, D.
Yes, sir.
Pleased to meet you, brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got you.
Appreciate you, bro.
All right. All right. All right, D. All right.
It's kind of funny because the gentleman that he just talked to introduced himself and said, I graduated from the school when it was a school. So needless to say, he lives in the community. And this used to be a charter school. And so he said, I graduated from the school, which has got to be the height of comedy. All right, let's go. I have no idea who these we are, because I've never seen him with a team. I've never seen. Now he says he has backers and so forth. I'm like, well, who's going to be the assistant principal? Who's going to be your language arts grade level chair? Who's going to be your second grade teacher? Who's going to be the lunch lady? Who's going to be lunch man? Who's going to be the custodian? Nobody. Let's go.
And if you come across any meetings they having in the city that you think I need to go to, just to familiarize myself, not to speak, but just to kind of listen, to pick up on things, let me know. Send me some flyers. All right, D, no doubt, brother. All right, brother. I can't even go get nothing to eat because I'm fasting. I can't even go get nothing to eat because I'm fasting, brothers and sisters.
I bet you'll say it another time.
I want to eat so bad. I want to get me a pint of butter almond ice cream, butter pecan ice cream. You feel me? I just want to eat right now, but I can't eat. I can't break the fast, but I want to eat. Because you know when you eat, that calms your nerves, but I can't eat right now. Because this right here just, they destroyed my book collection, man. They destroyed my book collection, man. They destroyed my book collection. Nobody called me and told me that they broke into the school. Y'all saw kids playing in the school. You ain't even called me, man. That shit hurts. That shit hurts. Don't ask me no more questions about the school. I'm not answering no questions about the school. Feel how you want to feel. Think how you want to think. Lie like you want to lie. Slander me how you want to slander me. I'm not answering no more schools about the school. When it's done, it's done. I'm tired of this shit, man. I'm so tired of this shit.
I'm sorry, y'all, about the profanity. Forgive me about that.
I didn't grow up with Meek Mill. Meek Mill lived across the street. My brother grew up with Meek Mill. We lived on the same block, 18th Street. I didn't grow up with him. I don't know him. My brother knew him. I knew him as a little kid, but, you know, I never knew him. I just knew him as a little kid. I ain't got no more books now, brother. They destroyed the books. I ain't got no more books. I got to rebuild my book collection. That was a 25-year book collection. I got to rebuild it. That was a 25-year book collection. I got to rebuild it. That's a 25-year book collection. I got to rebuild it. It's all right, family. It's all right, family. Hit your PayPal. If you care, have you donated? Hit your PayPal.
I don't care. I'm not going to pay. I'm not going to donate. I'm just going to ask a question. You have 25 years of books, 25-year books worth of books, 5,000 books, and you store them in a building that does not have electricity, that has been prone to break-ins, and is such of that nature, but you keep them in there. Why? And I'm not trying to be funny, but also when you scanned the room and showed everything that was destroyed in there and so forth, I didn't see a lot of books. Now, maybe, maybe you could have like a little moment of silence, like here's all these boxes of books that they destroyed, so on and so forth. Maybe, and just have moments, but I didn't see 5,000 copies of books. I didn't see it. Now, of course, he said they poured paint all over him, so maybe that's what happened. But Umar, this is just you just down bad, my guy, and it doesn't make sense. Like, just stop the grift. You want to be a public speaker? Go be a public speaker. And in a moment, again, I'm still going to show y'all the amount of people that are tapping in and wanting Umar to speak for them is crazy. It's crazy. He needs to leave the school grift alone and just be a public speaker. Let's go.
PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. Hit your PayPal. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. You got a credit card, go make a donation. I got to get this electric on in the high school. I know this is going to cost us at least $100,000 to get this electric.
How do you know
done.
that?
It's going to cost us some money, brothers and sisters. Make sure you donate. Make sure you donate, brothers. And we got to get the electric on in the high school so we can get security. Yes, the cameras work. We already talked about that. Cameras don't stop a break-in. We need security surveillance. We have security surveillance on elementary. We don't have it on the high school because we need more electric. We need electric.
But you don't. Then that means you don't have cameras.
PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. If you're not an African, you cannot donate. I appreciate your support, but this is a black people's agenda. This is a black people's initiative. If you're not an African, you cannot donate.
That's funny because Umar earlier on was having problems with contractors and vendors. And he said he went on, I want to say it was a Breakfast Club again, some other podcasts, and was talking about how bad black vendors had treated him. He had to call the white man to get plumbing done and get electric done in the elementary wing. He didn't have a problem then. He's just comical, man. He's just comical at this point. This is just funny. Yeah, I mean, how are you going to have books? Apparently, these books are, important, so on and so forth, and you have them in a building that has leaks. You can't control the air. You can't control the temperature, the moisture levels, any of that stuff. Humidity. The items that are in the gym are damaged long ago. Not new, and they are hoarding items from his old apartment last lived in 2016. I told y'all it didn't look new. I told y'all that. He can't control the temperature. No, you can't control the temperature in a building that's jacked up like this. Like, so what's the deal? Apparently not. Maybe he better not say nothing about reparations. He better not. Absolutely. Let's go to Miss Mandy. Shout out to her. It said my DNA is 1% African. Do I count? I mean, hey, Elon Musk is African. He's South African. So does he count? Can Elon donate and help out? I'm just wondering, asking questions.
What happened to the FDMG Cash App? The struggle streamers had it shut down.
Again,
what happened to the FDMG Cash App? The struggle streamers had it shut down.
Like, man.
What happened to the FDMG Cash App? The struggle streamers had it shut down.
Boy, the struggle streamers had the Cash App shut down. Struggle streamers got his electricity shut off, his gas shut off. Struggle streamers, boy, they are just like, boy, it's like they're the boogeyman. Like they're just everywhere. The YouTubian struggle streamers are always on his bumper. That's gonna have to start eventually. They're gonna actually become like terrorists or something. I don't know what they are. I don't get it. This man, I wonder, does he go back and listen to these things and listen to himself? They got a lot of power. The YouTubians got a lot of power. Shout out to the YouTubians. Put your favorite YouTubian in the chat.
P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware. P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware. FDMG Academy. Say a prayer for me, say a prayer for FDMG. Say a prayer for me, say a prayer for FDMG. Say a prayer for me, say a prayer for FDMG. You could text me at 215-989-9858. Happy Father's Day to all my unapologetically African alpha males out there. And if you ain't got biological children, we say happy Father's Day to you. If you've been looking out for the black boys and girls in the neighborhood, it's not just about your biological children, it's about all the children in the neighborhood, brothers and sisters. Happy Father's Day. I'm waiting for the locksmith to come back. We putting new locks on the school. I'm waiting for the locksmith to come back. We putting more locks on the school. Who tapping in? I need some tap-ins. They destroyed the school for Father's Day. That's the thanks I get for saving more black kids from the school to prison pipeline than any black person in American history. That's the thanks I get. That's the thanks I get. Who tapping in?
If you believe
Who
that,
tapping in?
please let me know.
Pour out a little water for the ancestors. The Orishas, the Loas, the Abusums, the Netters.
You just thirsty.
Egbe. Iyami.
You just
Spirit
thirsty.
gods.
Wow.
At ease, my queen. At ease, my queen. What do you mean you want to do what to the prince? At ease, my queen. Going twice. Where you at, sister? How you doing there, Queen Mother Joanne?
Hi, Dr. Umar.
How you feeling today?
I'm well. How are you
Where you
doing?
at in the world? What city, my
Despite the
queen?
circumstance? I am in Scarborough, Ontario, Canada.
Scarborough, Ontario, Canada. What's going on up there with our Canadian African brothers and sisters? What's the biggest challenge with our Canadian African brothers and sisters?
The fight continues. The fight continues. I am happy that you chose me today because despite what you're going through with your school, I'm so sorry that they're broken again. And I hope you get justice for what's happening. But I just wanted to share a bit of a good news to perhaps lift your spirit.
Yeah.
Because of your teachings, because of your free conferences that you have for parents, I have been fighting the school system here since last June. I recognize that they have been racist and discriminatory towards my son, and I brought a case against the school board to the Human Rights Tribunal here. And it seems as though I am winning the case. And so I just wanted to say thank you for what you have done, because it is because of your teaching that I was able to put together my documents, put together my arguments. And so I just wanted to say thank you so very much for what you do for us in the community.
Thank you.
And I just pray God that he will continue to give you the strength to continue to do what you're doing for us, because we need voices like yours. We need people like you to help us to see the vision and to go into the direction that we ought to be going in. So thank you so very much.
Queen Mother. And I know I still owe you a phone call too. So shoot me a text message so I hit you up.
Yeah, well, he is still in school, so perhaps in the summertime, because he's winding down now for the school year and he has lots of closing assignments to do. So perhaps in the summertime when he's off, I
Okay.
will definitely
Will
connect
do.
with you.
Thank you, Queen Mother. Stay blessed up there.
You be blessed as
All
well.
right now. Take care now.
Okay then.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yes, indeed. Thank you for the love, Queen Mother. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. I sound Jamaican. I might got some Jamaican blood. I'm sure I got a Jamaican ancestor too. I'm sure I got a Haitian ancestor or two. I'm sure I got a Bahamian, Barbadian, Bayesian ancestor or two. We know I got a Nigerian ancestor. We know I got a Ghanaian ancestor. We know I got a Cameroonian ancestor. We know I got a Congolese ancestor. We know I got a Togolese ancestor. We know I got a Benin ancestor. And we know I got a Cote d'Ivoire ancestor. New York City, tomorrow, 163 West 125th. Hands off of Burkina Faso, hands off of Mali, hands off of Niger, hands off of Africa. We stand with Ibrahim Traoré. I want to see the whole New York City out tomorrow. They destroyed my book collection.
A book collection. Oh,
I need a hug. I need a hug.
You need a hug.
Address, woman, I just told you the address, my beautiful African sister. I just told you the address, my beautiful African sister. Adam Clayton Powell, the Honorable Congressman Adam Clayton Powell Jr., State Office Building in Harlem, New York, 163 West 125th Street. 163 West 125th. How many times I gotta repeat the time?
I don't know.
How many times I gotta repeat? This is what you do. Can somebody tell them what time Dr. Umar speaking tomorrow, please? Can somebody please tell them where and when? Can somebody post that, please? I need my New York City queens to answer one question.
Uh-oh, New York City queens.
Where am I getting my back massage tomorrow after the Harlem rally?
Oh,
and where we having dinner at tomorrow after the Harlem rally? That's all I want to know. I'm going to say it again. I've been traveling for 30 days nonstop. I done been to California. I done been to England, brothers and sisters. I done been to Cleveland. I done been to Michigan. I done been New Orleans. I done been everywhere. How we doing, Baba? Where is that massage going to be? And where are we having dinner at? We pulling up to, what's the Sylvia's? Where we having dinner at tomorrow? Where the African restaurants in New York? Who has the best African food in New York City? That's my question. Cape Verdean Islands. When I get an invitation to Cape Verde, I'm there. I'm a Cal Cabral. If you live in the Congo, Democratic Republic of the Congo, Dr. Umar is pulling up the first week of July. Where my Congolese Africans at? Viva la Mumba! Where my Congolese Africans? I'm pulling up for the first time. Kinshasa. King Kong Kinshasa. Patrice Lumumba's 100th birthday celebration. I will be there for the first time in the heart of Africa, the richest country in Africa. I'm coming, brothers and sisters.
All right. So that's Umar dry begging for, I guess maybe he don't have enough money to go on Tinder or whatever. So swipe left or right. So he's just dry begging. I want to point out something that I said earlier in the show. I want y'all to hear how much traveling Umar Johnson is going to be doing the rest of the year. Because remember, he's going to open up the school toward the end of the year. So December, January time-ish, allegedly, right? So I want y'all to hear this. And shout out to good old O'Shea Duke Jackson. O'Shea did a review of this as well. And so we're going to bring this in very quickly. if we do it right, like this. There we go. All right, shout out to O'Shea. And I just want y'all to hear, because O'Shea goes over where Umar is going to be traveling toward the end of the year. Listen to all these places and tell me that this is his biggest concern, that he's most concerned about this school. Green hearts in the chat when you can hear. Let's go.
A lot of folks who don't want to help, and a lot of people believe that this is a lie. This is another scam that Dr. Umar Johnson is running because you want to get money. That's what people absolutely believe. And based off of what Dr. Umar Johnson's track record is in the last 10 years, like, how do you blame them? How can you blame them? Right? Like, how can you blame him? This is what Dr. Umar Johnson does. He does this all of the time. Do you hear me? Like, this is what Dr. Umar Johnson, he's a complete liar, a complete scam artist, a complete sham. Dr. Umar is basically on this. And I know people are still booking him. Like, do you believe that Dr. Umar is not getting booked? You're crazy. Dr. Umar is getting booked every day. He posts it. Okay? Let's look at this. From June 28th, July the 4th, this will be 2 weeks. He'll be in the Congo. He'll be at the Ethiopian World Federation. He'll be in Boston, Miami, Detroit, Daytona Beach, 20th anniversary of Hurricane Katrina in Louisiana. This is within the next 2 months. Greensboro, Las Vegas. I know the person, shout out to Kia. She gonna bring him to Nairobi, January the 1st, January the 4th to the 8th. Dr. Umar is going to get booked. He is going to get help with this family, and people are going to give him money to do this, right? So, I mean, like I just said, we got to understand in Black America, in the Black community, that if we want people to help us, we got to pay. We got to pay, man. Dr. Umar is the guy that don't want to pay. Don't want to pay for insurance. Don't want to pay for security. Don't want to help. Like, everything is about you. So then the community pay their money, and then the community's money isn't protected. So now it's more expensive for everybody else. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of
Shout out to O'Shea. Thank you so much, O'Shea. I appreciate you, brother. Did y'all see that? Let me back that up again, because that was a lot of travel. Let me bring this back in. That's a lot of travel. And remember, he's supposed to be opening up this school. Like, the school is going to be primary concern, if you will. I mean, this dude is in Kenya. This dude is in Harlem. He's in Las Vegas, North Carolina, Chicago. And this is week upon week. So it's literally each week. September 13th, he's in California. September 18th, he's in Chicago. Greensboro on October 9th. Then on October 11th, just 2 days later, the dude is in Las Vegas. And then 19 days after that, he's at the Harlem debut. I'm assuming that's in Harlem. Then November 1st, he's at somebody's wedding. Okay. And then, January 4th through the 8th, he's in Kenya. This is his Instagram pointing it out. But remember, the school is going to be open. The school will be ready the end of the year. Okay. All right. Sounds like a perfect idea. Makes a lot of sense. It makes perfect sense. I totally get it. I totally get it. I don't know. Him and Fonnie would make a good team. I think him and Tiffany would make a better couple. Personally, I think him and Tiffany make a much better couple. But, Fonnie, I mean, it could work. I mean, Nate would have to move over, though. Nate would have to get, he has to step over to the side, man. Scammers and scammers. I mean, yeah, I don't see how this is going to work. So again, if you support Umar, then do that. Do your deal. Wait, this is a fast that ends. Wait, why does he say fast ends? Annual sixth annual Pan-Africanist fast ends on July 1st. I wonder what that is. You know what else I noticed looking at this? I don't see school grand opening on here. I don't see school grand opening on here. Interesting. Okay. So the school is going to be ready at the end of the year, but there's no time on here that you're going to be celebrating the school being open. Okay. No problem. Maybe I'm just never mind. Just I'm missing a small little nuance there. Please forgive me. What did you say here? He's traveling more in those months than I have in right. Like that's a lot of travel. And please understand, is he traveling on his own strength? Probably not. But also Umar is very I again, he should let the school go and just become a public speaker because I know he's charging $2,000-$3,000 to be on a podcast. Well, if you just do a search for Umar Johnson's name on YouTube and filter it for this month, the amount of podcasts that dropped with his face on it is pretty amazing. Now, these could have been pre-recorded, sure, but a lot of them are not. A lot of them are fresh material, brand new material. That's a lot of podcasts. I doubt highly that he's doing these for free. And again, maybe he's doing it cheap, $1,000. But imagine sitting down talking for an hour and getting $1,000 paid to do it. And you could do 2 or 3 of those in a day. Okay. I'm just saying. And again, the more bigger podcasts, I'm sure he's making more than that. I'm absolutely sure of it. Amazing. But anyway, I just thought that was super interesting. I'm glad that y'all enjoyed that. Pray for Umar, man. Umar needs help, man. He don't need to worry about his electric. He don't need to worry about his gas and security. He needs to worry about his literal soul is in danger. Because I feel like this dude's scam game is eventually he's gonna cross somebody, and somebody's gonna end up being very, very disappointed in him being a scammer. And something's gonna go left and it's gonna go bad for him. So shout out. Yeah. People pay him. And look, I hate it, but people do pay that guy. I hate it. I'm embarrassed. All these schools that he mentions, he's not going there for free. He did not go to UCLA and speak for free. He didn't. Do I know how much he got paid? I guarantee he got paid. Now that I can tell you emphatically. I'll stand on that. How much? I don't know. But I do know the going rate for podcast guests. Sometimes it starts out at 1,000 sometimes. Some of these younger YouTubians, they can't pay, then they don't get those kind of guests. But again, imagine like a Shannon Sharp. We'll use Shannon as an example. Remember the whole Cat Williams interview? Cat Williams got $40,000 to be on Shannon Sharp's channel on his podcast. Now, Shannon Sharp, by God's grace, was able to turn that $40,000 investment into almost $9 million. But Cat Williams got paid pretty nicely to come. They don't go in for free. That's why they don't have anybody that comes on Shannon Sharp is getting paid to come on. That's not a small, and I don't know if everybody gets 40, but they definitely don't come in there for free. And so look at these other ones. Because again, Umar Johnson's a name draw. Let's just tell the truth, shame the devil. Whether you want to agree to it or not, whether you like him or not, it is a name draw. And so if you just do a quick Google search, you would be gobsmacked at how many interviews pop up with his name just this month. Let me just do it real quick. I'm doing a quick search real quick. All right. But shout out to y'all. Thank you so much. Now, a lot of people are talking about the school for the most part. But once you get past there, all right, let me just pull this in real quick and just kind of point out. I mean, these are, all right, here's a full interview that dropped today, a day ago. Please forgive me. Here's him talking about what's going on with the riots. Here's, again, I'm going to skip past anything going on with the school because we all just talked about that. But again, somebody else talking about him being a scammer. Somebody else, here's another interview, Father's Day in the Black church. And of course, the school is what happened to the school is like kind of clouding up and fogging up the system. But I think you get my point. He's a name draw. So I mean, it's going to happen, but people do pay him. I mean, that's crazy, but people do pay. Yeah, that's something. But well, think about it, RJ. Shannon Sharp was able to turn that $40,000 investment into in excess of about $9 million. That's not even tax on that. Okay. That 40K was easy deal. It was a 2.5 hour interview with Cat Williams. He turned that into $9 million. That's not bad. I ain't mad at him. All right, what we got? Shout out to everybody that just jumped in. If I did miss you, if I didn't shout you out, shout out. Thank you so much for stopping through. I appreciate you. All right, so that's a fantastic deal. I was like, hey, I did a long dive into that whole interview last year, and it's kind of fascinating. I enjoy seeing people who are passionate about what they're about. Like I said, like I believe Umar Johnson is probably a really interesting public speaker. I would not pay to go watch him. I am not interested in what he has to say, but I do think he's probably an engaging public speaker because people keep tapping him to come to their institutions to speak. Personally, I think Umar should give up the whole school thing, just let that go and become a public speaker. I mean, I don't see any problem with it. Just be a public speaker. Nobody believes that the school is going to open. So if he announced tomorrow, like, hey, we're going to give up the school, going to sell the property and blah, 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 and nobody would be mad. Everybody be like, okay, we knew that. And just go be a public speaker. I mean, you're jet setting to more places in the next 4 or 5 months than some people have in the last 10 years. I mean, probably 2 or 3 people in the last 10 years. Dude, that's a lot of travel. So just go ahead and let it go. All right, what did you say, Zephyr? Good to see y'all. Thank you so much. Wait, who's exploding heads? Whose heads are exploding? I feel like I might have missed something. There's a lot of family reunion going on in the chat. I always appreciate it though. But thank y'all so much. Shout out to everyone who just jumped in. Thank you so much. And I appreciate y'all. Today is Friday. Got a lot of fun stuff going on tomorrow. Oh, by the way, I will drop that link to the video that explains why Umar Johnson speaks in threes. If you're really interested, let me pull that up real quick and give it to you. I'm not gonna play it, but y'all might like it though. Where's the video? First of all, I don't see it. Oh, there we go. That's the problem. Is it on my TikTok? It is on my TikTok, I'm sure. Oh, I know why. I'll jump in my TikTok real quick and grab it. But back to my point. Okay, so all right, real quick, where are my likes at? Before we jump into this, where are the likes at? And then I will play this video and we'll have a good laugh. And we'll end this tonight. All right. All right. If you have not hit the like button, please go ahead and hit the like button. I got 33 likes. I got 50 people in the chat. Help your brother out. Help your brother out today. That's all you got to do. Nothing profound. I promise you the video is going to be funny. You'll enjoy the video. I don't know what the problem is with him. His dry begging is serious. I mean, they'll write books about this dry begging for sure. All right. Y'all hit that like button. Come help your brother out. Help your brother out, man. Help your boy out. Also, go watch my Tim Walls video. That thing's almost 100,000 views, which is crazy. I've never had that before. All right, we getting there close today. We getting close to this. I'm gonna let that go. Frederick Douglass was a Republican, absolutely, but I don't think Umar cares. I'm pretty comfortable he doesn't care. Okay, so if you've hit the like button and you're wondering why Umar Johnson speaks in threes, go ahead and drop a 3 in the chat after you've hit the like button. So hit the like button, jump into the chat, put the number 3 in there, and then we're going to go ahead. I know you in the building, Bitter Lily. I know you here. All right, let's do this. All right. Who's a grifter? Am I a grifter? I'm not a grifter. Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh, I know Umar's a grifter. That's for sure. He is about that grift life. He's about that grift life. Okay, so I believe RJ is fairly new to the channel, so he may not have heard this already. A lot of people were wondering, why does Umar Johnson speak in threes? Because it sounds deflected, and a lot of people, it's annoying, especially if you have to edit a video. You are so annoyed by the time. I can't tell you how many of these videos I've canceled and just said, I'm just done with it. Because I get to hearing him repeat himself 3 times is super, super annoying. But I digress. So somebody would wonder, like, why does he do that? And so I think that's a great question. So I'm going to bring a video in and he explains it. So thank y'all so much for hitting the like button. Let me make sure we got it right. I see the 3s in the chat. They're getting there. There we go. All right, here we go. I think y'all will enjoy this one. It might be funny too. Something might be funny about it. Let's go.
Times, because 3 is the number of gates. It is the number of roads. So when I'm communicating, I'm trying to condition and educate your unconscious. And since 3 is the number of times you need to knock in order to open up the spiritual gateway, I repeat things in 3 because if your unconscious hears it 3 times, it has a stronger likelihood of holding on to that bit of data, that bit of consciousness, that bit of intelligence. So that's why I repeat everything in 3s to help you understand, overstand, and understand. See, the first time I say it is for you to understand. The second time I say it is for you to understand. And the third time I say it is for you to overstand. That's why. I want y'all to understand, overstand, and understand what King Kong is talking about. I repeat things 3 times because 3 is the number of gates. It is the number of.
I think it's just funny. I admit they are kind of weird. And wait, there you go. I admit they're kind of weird. But I just thought it was cute. I thought it was funny, man. Anyway, man. So that's it. Yeah, understand is his own made-up word. I mean, his own made-up word. I have no idea what that means. I have no idea where to go with that one. It is what it is. I have no idea. But y'all, thank you so much for rocking with us. It was a lot of fun. I would love to hear what I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Umar Johnson is politically agnostic. He just, whoever is the best for what he's trying to do, I think he's fine with. He would, if Kamala would have said we're going to build up FDMG school, he'd have been fine with her. If Trump says he's going to build a big, beautiful building for FDMG, he'd probably be fine with him. He really, I don't think he really cares. He only cares about what it is that he's trying to do, if that makes sense. So, I mean, I agree with you, but I don't think Frederick Douglass being a Republican, because he'll probably say, the Republicans fought against slavery, therefore they're good with them. But now he might disagree with the Republicans of Delaware for something else. I think he's just agnostic, in my opinion. Politically agnostic, if that's a good example. Hit the like button. Absolutely. But everybody, I want to say thanks again. All right. It is late. I appreciate y'all. We got some good videos dropping tomorrow, so go check them out, of course. I do appreciate all of you all who've helped grow the channel over the last few months, watch the videos, jump into the live chats, all that kind of good stuff. Thank you so much for commenting and keeping the engagement up and encouraging. That really means a lot. I'm glad that you're finding value in it. We're just going to keep on doing that. I can't deal with you, K9. I cannot deal with you. But I do want to say thank y'all so much. It's going to be a, Lord willing, we have a great weekend planned. We've got some good stuff dropping tomorrow as well as Sunday. So make sure you check it out. And I appreciate y'all very much. Let's do this again real soon. Until then, everybody, grace and peace. Take care. See you soon.